Hi there, I'm RJ and I am so excited to be your pastry mentor and guide you through this roller coaster of a journey. I created Bake It Till You Make It for a lot of reasons. Probably because I know just how daunting it can be when you're trying to learn a new skill and you don't have the right guidance and support you to help you in your learning journey. Or because I've been in the exact same shoes as you are right now and understand that feeling of despair and frustration when your bakes don't go the way you wanted it to. But even more frustrating than that is not knowing what you did wrong and you have no premise on how to fix or what to fix for the next time. Because I've gone through enough trials and failures of my own to understand that the only way to succeed as a baker is by understanding and learning the basics and building a strong foundational skills. Or simply because I don't want you to go through this journey alone, because why should you? I went through this journey alone and I wish I had somebody by my side guiding me and steering me in the right direction. There are a lot of reasons that I could go on about as to why I created this course, but here's an underlying reason that has become my purpose now, is that I want to help you. I want to help you become a better baker, and I want you to become confident in your skill set so that you can finally be in a position where you're able to take the plunge and pursue your dream in baking as a viable career option. I want you to become an empowered baker who understands the nitty-gritty of baking and carves their own path in this industry. I see so many bakers today struggling and have no clue how to go about it. And I know this because I was once a clueless baker who was struggling as well. I used to feel helpless, I used to feel lost, overwhelmed in so many situations. But most importantly, I used to feel so confused because I did not have the right education or support with me. And if you're listening to this, chances are that you feel the exact same way as I once did. But here's the funny thing about baking is that so many times we don't even realize that we have these feelings. You know, the great thing about baking is that it's just such a joyous process that we're happy to get lost in the rhythm of it. But I can tell you for a fact that when you pull that cake out of the oven, or that batch of profiteroles that you just whipped up, or God forbid puff pastry that you just spent 3 days making and it does not turn out the way you thought it would, that feeling of disappointment, that sinking feeling, yeah, that hits hard. And most people brush these feelings under the carpet, and make excuses. Oh well, this is just a hobby for me, I'll move on. Even though this is something that they really truly enjoy and might even want to take it up professionally if they could, but they let it slide. And the other half, they feel so overwhelmed by these setbacks after setbacks that they lose the joy in baking. You see, I have lived through these experiences personally, and I know how terrible it feels to be stuck. You're trying everything, you're giving it your best, yet nothing seems to be working. You try another batch of macarons and it fails again. What am I doing wrong? What did I do wrong this time? Why can't I get my lamination right? Oh, how do I make this look pretty? I'm just not cut out for this. Feels like a trap, doesn't it? Trust me, I get it. I can tell you from my personal experience that it's really not a great place to be. I spent over 6 years in trial and error that, in hindsight, looking back, really led me to nowhere. I wasn't growing as a baker. I mean, sure, I could bake a couple of, decent cakes, but I wasn't empowered. Anytime something would go wrong, these feelings of frustration, disappointment, annoyance, confusion, all of these feelings, they would come flooding right back and I would be back to square one. I was following recipes and relying on it as a crutch. I still had no clue why certain things work, why they didn't work, and anytime I would bake something, I would say a little prayer like, please make it work, please don't let it fail this time. It was honestly like playing a game of roulette, except baking edition. I knew that if I wanted to continue being a baker and make my passion a career, I needed to get help, I needed to learn more, and I needed to make that change now. So many bakers today either get stuck or they get discouraged and they lose the joy of baking they once had and eventually just give up. This program exists for this very same reason, because I don't want you to suffer in silence and I don't want you to suffer alone. Through Bake It Till You Make It, my goal is to give amateur bakers the tools, the techniques, the guidance, and most importantly, the support to transform them into confident professional bakers who are skilled, empowered, and have a strong, solid foundation of skills so that they can finally turn their passion into a viable career. Or even if you're just a hobby baker, I want to put back the joy in baking for you so that anytime you get to baking, you are beyond excited and enthusiastic because you understand what you're doing and you know how to get good results. The aim of this program is to help create as many baking leaders as possible who will then hopefully go on to inspire and help other bakers who need the same support as they once did, and hopefully create this ripple effect so that we're all lifting each other up. My aim for this program is to help you unleash your true potential, which I know is there, but it's just hiding underneath the layers of fears, failures, and disappointment. I want to help you to become a confident, empowered baker, and I cannot wait to be your mentor and guide you through this journey if you will.